Crystal Ball music.
Yeah, it's Mr. Cardi.
It's simply magical.
DJ Toots. I want you right now. I need you right now. I want you right now. I need you right now.
Hi, welcome once again to Writey Things with me, your host, Missy Turner. The segment where I talk about life stuff and write stuff. So basically just sharing what I've learned in my journey as an author, and letting you know what's been going on with my week in general. So for those of you who have never seen this segment, what I do is talk about a little bit about my week, give you my high, my low, a writing quote, and a shout out to what made me laugh the most this week. But this segment is going to be a little different because I'm going to offer up a author of the month. That's something I was planning on starting. So the author of the month is going to give us our writing tip for this week, and I'm actually really excited about this segment. It's going to be great. I hope you enjoyed the intro music, by the way. For those of you who don't know, that's DJ Toots. He's like up and coming DJ, one of the best. I swear to God, every time I hear that song, I just get so hype. Monday morning, put it on. It's like I'm in the club already, and it's 7 a.m. in the morning. Seriously, DJ Toots, check him out. His info will be at the end of the segment. All right, so let's start. We're gonna go with the quote for the week first. It's a very simple one. Okay, it's by Lee J. Tyler, and I think it's by Lee J. Tyler. Let's just put it that way. It was hard to find out who wrote the quote, and it's a simple one. It says, "I write to live, and I live to write." It's very simple. Everything that you do in life sort of impacts you in one way or another. And I think for writers, the best way to deal with that is to write it away, which actually segues into my low for the week. My low for the week was, unfortunately, I lost a friend. And I don't mean like to death or anything like that. It was just sort of a friendship that just sort of had to end. It was like a choice between my sanity and like this friendship, And I mean, don't get me wrong, there's a certain level of insanity that is acceptable in most of my friendships. Ask anyone who's my friend. Madness is generally accepted. If you heard us having a conversation, you'd be like, all right, these people belong in a mental institution. But to a general level, it's acceptable. But this was like a level where I was doing really crazy stuff, and so I just had to let that friendship go. I'm very sad about it, and my friend is watching. I'm sorry, and I miss you, and I'm sorry. Maybe if I'm able to be a little more crazy in future, we can do this again. But for now, I have to tone it down on the madness. Anyone who hangs around this will tell you that there's no need for any more instability, I promise. Okay? Highs for the week. Lots of highs. It's my birthday. I'm 28. So excited. I'm having such a great day. You guys have made my day with all your birthday messages, and just keep sending them in. I love the love. I do. You guys are awesome. Made my day today. It's going to be awesome. And then, news article. I was in the paper. Thank you, Stephen Kapambwe, again for, shout out. That was so awesome. And he featured a segment with me and some other up-and-coming Zambian women. We're women now, so Zambian women that are doing amazing things. So you guys should check that out. If you haven't seen it, I put a clipping of it on my Facebook page. But that was a major high. I was in the paper. It was very exciting. Okay, so highs, lows, writing quote. We already did that. Okay, so here is the writing tip for the week. It doesn't come from me, actually. Before I even give it to you, let me just introduce my guest author for the month. Okay, he's the one who's written the book of the month. Okay, his name is Frederick Crook. Okay, Frederick Crook. He's been writing like most writers, he's been writing since about high school, but he started writing his first book in 2009, and he writes to date. He's written like 4 or 5 books. Dregs of Exodus, The Pirates of Exodus, Campenelli, the Ping Tom Affair. Those are like short stories, and they're all sort of like in the same category, but they're short stories. They're very good. You should check them out. But the one we are talking about is Campenelli Sentinel. Here's this picture. Here's this picture, and you know, picture of the book as well. So picture.
With me, I be feeling your style. I don't care if you with your man, ride with me when we going downtown. I'ma swear you know who I am, Comfortable, but take it slow. Fast forward, take it off. A minute all day, all night. You can take all of my time, girl. Give me that. If you with it, I'll be Optimus Prime.
All right. So, and with that, of course, I had to ask a question. Frederick Crook, if you were stuck on a desert island, what author would you read? Like, who would you be stuck on that island reading? And Mr. Crook says he would be stuck on the island reading Stephen King, which I have to give you mad respect for, because if I was stuck on an island alone and I'm reading Stephen King and it's like nighttime, well, let's just say I watch all my horror movies during the day. So props to you, okay? So this is the cover of the book that we're reading this month. Check it out. Okay, so now I'm going to read you the premise of the story. I just got it and I'm about to start reading it today. So I think as we go on, you know, I'll talk about the book and like my likes and dislikes. But for now, I'm just going to give you the premise, okay? I'm going to read what's on the back, all right? It's 2010. The migration to the colony planet Alethea has depleted Earth of billions of people. As a result, migration has been declared illegal by all world governments. Human trafficking becomes highly profitable for organized crime, and their influence reaches beyond the Earth's atmosphere. Many starships returning from Alethea are diverted from the scrapping process and secretly refurbished, allowing the population to shrink further. Frank Campenelli is a blind Chicago police detective who depends on his fully functional bioelectronic implants to see and do his job. After assisting on a botched infiltration of a top human trafficking network, he and his partner, Marcus Williams, are transferred into the CPD's Organized Crime Division to head the newly formed Sentinel group and bring down the Ignatola family business. Okay? So basically, future cop, can't see, has awesome biomechanical eyes, and he's working against, you know, I mean, he's doing what cops do, taking down bad guys and stuff. So, I mean, it promises to be good. I was supposed to start it yesterday, but I got distracted doing stuff with my kids. But I'm going to be reading it, and, you know, if you guys can get it on Amazon Kindle, you'll find it. All the information's at the end of the segment. I think you should, because it's worth reading. It seems like a really good book, and we can, you know, talk about it together. If you have questions, send your questions in, and we can talk about it as we go. We're going to be talking about this book all month, okay? So book of the month, The Sentinel, Campenelli, The Sentinel by Frederick Crook. Make sure you check it out, okay? All right, so question of the week. Actually, I had two questions today, and I think they're both very good questions, so I'm going to answer them real quick. First question came from a friend of mine when he was wishing me happy birthday, and he asked me, are you still responding to fan mail? Yes, I am responding to fan mail and questions. So if you need to ask me a question, please send it to my Missy Turner address. Just send me a message in my inbox. I will answer it as soon as I can, or if I can answer it right then and there, I will, or I'll answer it on the show in case you're not watching the show. And then my second question was an interesting one, so I'm going to hit that next. It's someone was asking me that hold on, as writers most of the time most artists have outlets. What are your other outlets other than writing? Okay, I'm paraphrasing because it was pretty long, but it was that. So yes, I do have other outlets other than writing, you know, other artistic outlets, that is. I do sketch, not very well because I never, you know, developed that talent, but I do sketch. I also sing, and I play like a few musical instruments. At one point, I actually thought that I would sing a lot, but when I got up in front of people, even though they're like, oh yeah, singing is great, so nervous. Have you ever stood in front of a crowd of people and tried to sing? It's not that easy. It's really not. So I prefer the writing because it's more behind the scenes, and I can just, you know, express my creativity that way. So yes, I do. I sketch, I sing, and I play instruments. So thank you for those questions. Appreciate them. Keep them coming, guys. Don't be shy. Just message me. I will answer your questions, I promise. So, laugh of the week. Always have to have one of those. Actually, I had two of those this week. And the first one was this one. And the second one was this one. I just thought that was really hilarious, you know, the haters thing. And actually, I wanted to address something in this segment just really quick. One of the girls who was in the ladies who was in the article with me, she's a director. She's actually made like an entire movie. And she had a situation where she went into a restaurant and like some people were hating on her. And, you know, she was like kind of down, but, you know, she was like, well, you know what, just brush it off. And I think that was the appropriate response, you know. And I just wanted to say, haters, look, I know it's your job to hate, okay? What would you do if you couldn't hate? And I would never knock anyone's hustle, never. But if you're going to hate, you know, don't embarrass yourselves, you know. Hate appropriately. Just, you know, inform yourself. Don't just randomly hate. If you're gonna do your job, do it well, you know, because that was a little ridiculous. She's made a movie. You're like, oh, well, what has she done? What's so great? She made a movie. Have you ever tried to make a movie? Do you know how hard that is? Like, seriously, she made a movie. Come on, hate appropriately, or just don't hate at all, okay? Anyway, that's been done. That's all for this segment. I'll see you guys next week. We'll talk a little bit more about the book. You know, I'll come back with my highs and lows and stuff like that. But I'll tell you what's going on with the book. Not the whole story, obviously, because if you're not reading it, then I'll just spoil it for you. But I'll let you know what's going on with me and the book. And I think we're done. We're done here, okay? So enjoy this music by the awesome DJ Toots while we roll the credits. Make sure you check out all the information if you're looking for Frederick Crook's books and pages and stuff. It's coming up right now. And thank you for watching Writey Things. Have an awesome weekend. I know I will. It's my birthday. Thank you, guys.
I need you right now. You're the best in the club. Shorty, you're the best in the club. Shorty, you're the best in the club. Shorty, you're the best in the club.
It's simply magical.